backseat players can also join in the conversation. That way everyone's happy.
No. Not in my house.
Nintendo Game Talk.
Welcome everyone to Nintendo Game Talk. My name is Koloko, and today I'm going to be talking about Nintendo Switch Online. Yeah. So, I talked a little bit about the Nintendo Direct in my last video, and I talked briefly on how I did not like that whole Nintendo Switch Online announcement, and I just wanted to talk a little bit more about it. I know everybody's been making videos about this, and the fact that you're watching this I appreciate it. But I do need to get some thoughts out there. One thing about that Direct is that whole Nintendo Switch Online part. Man, that really brought me down. Like, it really did. Because Nintendo had a year and a half that they, didn't release a Nintendo Switch Online. That they said that they were preparing it, that they were going to make it robust. That was in, the exact words. They were going to make it a robust online experience or something like that. And for it to just come out and be what it is, it's very, I don't know, man. I really don't understand where's the disconnect there. I don't understand where's the disconnect from either Nintendo Japan, Nintendo of America, Nintendo Europe, whoever's making these decisions. There's only one thing that I can think of. I have a theory of what exactly they're trying to accomplish here. And I think that to a certain extent, Nintendo wants to try to change the industry. They're trying to set a standard that just helps them and not their customers. All right. And for people to say, well, that's crazy, why would you say that? Well, a lot of these companies do that because they can. Okay? PlayStation doesn't have to have crossplay. Guess what? They don't have to because they can. Microsoft doesn't have to have first-party games because they can, because their infrastructure, their business allows them to make those decisions. Same thing with Nintendo. Back when in the Wii days, they lost me in the Wii. Nintendo completely lost me in the Wii. And they made decisions that they knew that they can get away with. They made their system completely underpowered. They chose a different route, and they got away with it, and there's nothing that nobody could do against it. The Wii was a success. The Nintendo sold the most home consoles ever, and, it worked. Same thing I feel is going on here. You have these great Nintendo games, and Nintendo has always produced great games. But when it comes to pleasing not just one type of people, like the games that they're making now in the past couple years or so are to not only capture that crowd that doesn't play a lot of video games, but also to capture the hardcore people, the hardcore gamers. And I feel that the Switch has done that very well. It has captured a lot of hardcore gamers that maybe fell off back in the Super NES, N64. You see a lot of people commenting online. A lot of my friends that didn't have a Nintendo system are now buying a Switch. And I feel like they're capitalizing on the fact that these people are now part of their wheelhouse. And now that they have all these great games, Legend of Zelda, Mario Odyssey, Splatoon 2, Xenoblade Chronicles, they're producing games at a pace that you've never seen Nintendo produce as far as big, giant titles. They know this. Nintendo knows this. They know that the customers know this. So that's why they feel they can get away with something like Nintendo Switch Online. And some of you might be saying, well, it's not that bad. It's $20, whatever. But I'm not gonna get into that. It's not. I'm gonna get into it a little bit. It's not the cost. If it was $10, I feel like it would be just as much as a problem that it is right now. Because the fact of the matter is, you never had to pay for Nintendo for Nintendo to play online. Now you do. There's no difference. They're not giving you anything extra, right? Whereas the competition, granted, yes, there is value there because they're charging you $60 and they're giving you, games that were $60 2 or 3 years ago. They're giving you games for free. PlayStation and Xbox is doing the same thing. And yes, it's only $20. But first of all, nobody wants to play NES games. Sorry, but no. Very small minority of people might want to play NES games. And if it was a simple fact of, they're going to add Super Nintendo. No, stop saying that. Whoever's saying that, stop saying that like if it's a fact, because nowhere has Nintendo said that. And even if they were, that's on them. That they haven't communicated that properly. I don't understand the disconnect with certain things. With certain things, like, they're on point. They know what they can get away with and what they can't. And in other things, they play dumb. Like, what? You guys don't want to use a phone to talk, to voice chat? Yeah, have people in the same room and they can voice chat with them. No, that's not a thing. That's not a thing. That doesn't exist. You know what does exist? Having free games every month, actual games that people want on your system, on your online service. You know what does exist? Messaging between your friends, party chat, adding people that are playing on a game while you're playing online. This person's kind of cool. I've been playing with them for the past couple hours. Boom, let me add them. You could do that with the Wii U with certain games. You can't do that with the Switch. That's why I feel that Nintendo's starting to maybe go somewhere that I'm not liking. I really don't. I don't think I can get with the direction that Nintendo's going if this is the way it's going to be. A lot of people, I'm not defended, but I respect some of the decisions that they've made. For example, the decisions of having people that are making games, based off of their properties, and then they shut them down. I agree with that. 100% I agree with it. You know why? And I get pissed off at this because it's like, okay, I'm not a game developer, right? But I have no people that are game developers, and they make their own game, their own ideas, without using Nintendo's IP, without using Sony's IP, without using anyone else's IP. But you know what? Those people that are using, hey guys, hey, I'm making a Pokemon game. I got your attention? Yeah, Pokemon, over here. Come on, guys, everybody. Right here, Pokemon, come and get it. Right? Instead of saying, hey, I'm making a Monster Capture Emerald. Monster Capture Emerald? Nobody? No? Well, I guess people aren't interested in my game. You see what I'm trying to say with that? They're using Nintendo's IP to gain attention to their game. Okay? And you can't do that, okay? I love Ninja Turtle movies, but I can't sit here and make a Ninja Turtle movie. I'm not going to do it. But if I did, I can't sit here and then go and try to distribute it because whoever owns Ninja Turtles is going to shut it down. There's no difference there. So when it comes to that, I've been fine with it. When it comes to people streaming their games, I'm fine with that. I respect their decision. You have some jackass on YouTube or on Twitch showing his butt while he's playing Mario Kart. Then word association, Nintendo Mario Kart, dude's butt. Like, people might look at that. That's just an instance. It's just an example. But something a lot worse can happen while they're streaming a game, a Nintendo game. I can understand those decisions. I understand them, where they're coming from. Even though they might be a little harsh, I get it. I can't get with this. I can't get with this Nintendo Switch Online. Because once, you know how I know that it's not. I'm not getting the right vibes. Back in June, right? June or July, or when was E3? Whatever. When Nintendo announced all those great games, Fortnite, boom, Paladins, boom. Even though we all kind of knew about them beforehand, what did investors do? Investors listened to all the critics. Oh, there's no big major games on Nintendo. Oh, what did the investors do? They started selling their because they were listening to I don't know, to all the criticism. But guess what? You think that criticism compares to the criticism right now? Not at all. Right now, Nintendo, their most hardcore fans are criticizing the Nintendo Switch Online. Ever since we knew the exact details just a few days ago with Nintendo Direct. Where do you think Nintendo's stock prices have gone? Up. That's right. They've gone up since then. You know why? Because the stockholders know, just like Nintendo knows, that they got you by the balls. They got you by the balls. You know, you can't do anything. You want to play Super Smash Bros. Online, you're going to have to get the Nintendo Switch Online. You can't do anything about it. I'm a hypocrite. Whoever's complaining is a hypocrite because we're all complaining about it, but at the end of the day, even if you're a hardcore, you're a casual, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. We're all going to pay that money. We're all going to start paying. And it's just $20, right? Well, it's $20 for the rest of eternity now for playing Nintendo games online. That's just it. You know, that it's just a matter of fact. So I don't know what to make of that. You know, I hope that they're going to change it. I hope that they're going to add features. But I'm telling you, once Nintendo gets just a little bit, just a little hit of that sweet online money, that's all they need. And that's it. They're not gonna care. They're not gonna care. They're not gonna care about adding. And if that's the case, man, I see the Nintendo from the Wii days coming back. I see the Nintendo from the Wii days coming back, making decisions that only benefits them, not their consumers. And I felt like I always like Nintendo when they're the underdog. You know, when the Wii U, yes, you know, there was a lot of things that the Wii U did great. That changed complete. You could tell that they made incremental steps to change from the Wii to please the hardcore gaming crowd, to give the players more freedom to you know, for more options. But this is a step back, I think. You know, and I try to give them time. I didn't want to make a video like this until I knew the exact details of Nintendo Switch Online. A lot of people, you know, jumped on the bandwagon. Let me check my time here. Oh, we're good. A lot of people jumped on the bandwagon, you know, a year and a half ago, a year ago, because they didn't know the details. I was just waiting for those details. Now that we know it, completely disappointed in Nintendo Switch Online. I'm not disappointed in the Switch. I'm not disappointed in the games coming to it. But as far as the online service, it's garbage. Sorry, but it's absolute garbage. And if Nintendo thinks that they can get away with this, you know, it might look good right now. But remember, Nintendo is a brand that people trust. And they're supposed to be and they've always put a lot of effort into making sure that people trust their brand. That's part of the, you know, not streaming. That's part of the protection of their IP so much. But I feel like that's kind of gone away a little bit. They don't really, they could care less. They care more about they're leaning towards more to that greedy corporate, you know, and all corporations are greedy. They all want to make money. But I felt like Nintendo was a little bit different until now. Now I'm starting to see that they're making steps to change that, you know, and I hope that they turn it around. I really do. I hope that, you know, they announce, you know, they just need to be more vocal. They need to communicate more with their fan base. If they announce they're adding more features, then we're all good. But until then, it's just left a sour taste in my mouth, man. And I can't, I'm not getting over it. And I guess I'm getting this online thing. I'm going to try it out for the 7 days. You know, I have people that my friends want to play Smash. Gonna have to get it then, but until then, I might not even get it. So, I don't know. What do you guys think? You guys agree with me? What I have to say? What do you think of the Nintendo Switch Online? And what are your expectations? Let me know below. And if you like this video, please hit that like button, hit subscribe. Until next time, later.